Hello and welcome to the second part of our steampunk puppy here. So the last time we stopped here, and today we will see how far we come, but I think we can do the neck here, the tail, the head maybe, and the beams and the ears and this nose. This nose we will model. You see I have here, I took an ready one, but you see this is not really a nice one, so but I was too lazy to model it, but for the tutorial of course I do it. So here I have some in my object, my content browser. I have somewhere this things, this here, and you see I took this one, but you see the quality is not really nice here. So we will do this by our own. Yeah, we see that we make the head and the tail, and maybe when we have time we will make the wheels. But with the wheels, I want to make the wheels, and then I want to make this espresso rig that the wheels are rolling correctly on the floor. So and this will be a little espresso, but don't worry, it's not really hard. So, and you will get every project file and everything, so shouldn't be a problem. And of course, the rigging of the head is espresso too. But okay, so let's start here in our old file. In the part 1, the first thing I do is I save it under the part 2. So okay, yeah, let's start. I would say with the neck here. So we see we have here some different parts. Oopsie. We have here the first part here with the extrude directly from the body. Then we have the second part. This is this nut here. Then we have a third thing. This is just a cylinder. Then we have these spheres here, and yeah, this we make now. I think I have to buy another monitor just for the for the tutorials, with a cheap 1080p monitor. It's so weird. Okay, yeah, let's start. We don't need subdivision surface here. We go to our body, the edge mode, and let's cut a little bit. So KL for loop cut. In earlier versions just hits K and go in loop mode. I have still my symmetrical cut on. I don't need it for here. Okay, let's, it doesn't matter where, it's somewhere like here. We can go in the middle, but that goes somewhere like here. So then I want to select my cut. So then MS for bevel, and I bevel it up a little bit. I go in the up mode to see it better. I want one subdivision here, and I want to look that the here the 1/2 looks like a square, so it has not to be perfect, but there's nothing. 11, 12. I think 11 was a 12. Let's say 12. Okay, that's okay for me. Then I go in point mode, and I select this upper point here. Yep, that's the correct one. Then MS for bevel. Oh no, not now. Let's make a diagonal cut here. I select these 3 points. Then MM. This MM means connect points and edges. This is MM. And I do it for the next one too, for here and here. MM. Okay. And now I select the point in the middle, MS for bevel, and bevel it up. And okay, I didn't need subdivisions here, so go up a little bit. Oh no, no, not so. So this is that's okay for me. Now I delete this polygon in the middle here. Bye bye. And MS, not MS, UL. It's still hot here in Vienna. And now T for scale, and I want to scale it, but I scale it just in this in the Nikomedias Z-axis and X-axis. So I can take this green thing here, and now when you see that both axes became white, then it's okay. I hold the control key, and then I try to get it a little to the inside. This is just to get sharp edges. Then E for the move tool, control and up a little bit. So now we get a sharp edge, and now again control and up somewhere like here. And I want a flat surface here, so I go to the Y size here and give it to null. So now I have a nice flat thing here. Okay, then T for scale again, and scale it to the inside. Now I don't have to make it in just two directions, because we have a totally flat surface, so the y-axis does no matter. So I hold my control key and go to the inside, like something like here, and E for the move tool. We wouldn't need this because we don't see it, but doesn't matter. So then I want here a bevel around, so UL, MS for bevel. Let's make here a bevel too. Why not? So yeah, if you double click on one edge here and hold your shift key, if you double click, it's a loop selection too, but that does not work every time. So okay, this is this, then MS beveling, and let's see, I want a solid bevel, and about 0.2 I think should be okay. Yeah, 0.2 is okay. As smaller this space is in between here, as sharper the edge will be. So if this edge is here in the middle somewhere, you get an rounder edge. So okay, and now just let's see what we get. Turn on our subdivision surface, and we get a nice extrusion here. So looks great. Maybe a little too high, so do it a little down here. So go to here, whoops, body point mode, null for the rectangle selection, and select all this and go a little down here, somewhere like here. Okay, this is the first thing, and now I want to make this here, this, and it's not hard, but we do it. For this, I don't make I could make an inside or something else, but I take with UL, I take this spline here and edge to spline here. You know it from the tutorial before. Edge to spline is here, or you find it under mesh commands, edge to spline. So I press on it and I get this new spline here, and this will be my neck between. It's just to know what I do. Okay, and I want to center the axis here with my magic center tool. Where is it? Here. Now the axis should be in here. It's okay, and I just extrude it. Yes, to go to extrude, I hold the alt key here, and now it becomes parent of the spline, and not here, we go this direction. 1 should be, 1 is okay for me. And I don't need caps here. No. Okay. Next step, I go to my extrude and hit C on the keyboard. Just C, because we have no caps and nothing else, so we don't have to optimize or something else, so it's enough when we hit C. But first I copy this here, and now extrude, C on the keyboard, and whoops. Now UL for a loop selection in edge mode. Zack, zack. And T for scale. And here again we need this green thing here, that we see these two white things. What's going on here? This is the belt, this is okay. Here, and control key and drag it to the inside a little bit. So somewhere like this, should be okay. Okay. We don't have to close the inside because we don't see it, but let's do it anyway. So UL in polygon mode, so you can see how this works. I take this upper ring, this upper loop selection, and this here. Maybe you see it better when I'm in solo mode here. So I just loop select this here and loop select this. Then B for bridge tool, and here delete original polygons. No, we don't want to delete them. I show you what's happened when we delete it. Now just go from one point to the other point, drag it down. You see it? And you see now we lose our other polygons here. This is not what we want. And now, no, don't delete. Do the same. Now it closes our thing here. This is exactly what we want. Okay. And here we want the bevel deformer. Just hit so select your neck between and shift key to so that the deformer becomes a child. This is a little too big. Here again 0.2 maybe. Let's see what we get. But I want here a solid 2. And I don't want to use angle, I want everywhere. Now you see we have nice quads everywhere here. And this is exactly what I want. And if I put now this neck between here in my subdivision surface, let's say under the scala here, and whoops, now you see here we are nice round, and here we have this shape here. And this is exactly what we want. Okay, next step. I go out of the so neck between edge mode, and again UL. I take this spline and just edge the spline. Now I have this edge here. Whoops. This will be neck top. And take this, center the axis, so should be centered, yes, nice. And here I make nothing else than something like a cylinder, so I go again to my extrusion here, extrude, then object here, null, and here maybe 5 or something else, or say 10. Okay, I don't need caps again. Oopsie. Okay, nice. Let's again solo this out. So, okay. Now I go to my extrude. First I copy this again. Copy, extrude. Just hit C on the keyboard. Whoops, necked up. Edge mode, UL, whoops and whoops. T for scale, and again, don't forget, we want just these two axes here. You can go to the screen thingy, or you go to the green axis and hold the shift key. This is the same, you see. But then you have to hold shift and control. So it's easier to go to this thing here, control, and drag it down a little. So something like this. And here again we can make this nice trick with the bridge tool. UL, wump, wump, and B for the bridge tool, and bridge it down. So, but here we want it again. We want it just round, not here round. We want it everywhere round. So let's UL here. We don't see these inner edges, but that makes not more work, so it doesn't matter. MS for beveling. O2 is okay, but I want solid. Yep, okay, new transform. And we did it twice. This is one too much, so okay, one is enough. And now out of our solo mode and neck top here, and whoops. Now we have exactly what we want. We have here the round thing, here the edges, and here again a round cylinder on top. Okay. So what is next? Shift F6. Let's go to the original file. This is so this seed. Come on. Yeah, these two spheres here. You see, I was lazy here. I just put the sphere inside here. So we don't see it so close, so doesn't matter. Good. And this weld points and something else. So this welding here, if we do the final then, so this we don't need it now. These small things we do later. The same is, I want to make the wheels, but we will do first the wheels and later on we will do these things here. Okay, so what? Yes, these two spheres. Again, I'll use the spline. I love to work with the spline as a helper. So you don't have to move around the scene like an idiot. So, and edge the spline. Here, this is our sphere. Sphere. So, center the axis. And here we need a sphere. Sphere. A big sphere. Scale it down. And now I drag the sphere under my sphere spline here. And now I say reset PSR. Boing. And now I'm exactly in the center of my spline here. You see? That's exactly what I want. So I go out of my isopalm view with an H. So here we can use a normal sphere. We don't need this icosahedron. So I take a standard sphere. And I need a little bigger, maybe, so something like that. How big is it? We can go out of this, we don't need the spline anymore here, so let's see, the radius is 5 for the moment. Okay. And then we need a second sphere. We can copy this one, control drag it on. This is the bigger sphere. And here I just want a bigger sphere, but I don't need a full sphere, I need just a hemisphere. So go to hemisphere. And now you see this is the hemisphere. Okay, back. And this hemisphere, if you don't have these plugins here from the Maxon lab, you would have to make it now editable and extrude. Or try it with the cloth, with cloth, But we have this nice Pi extrude generator. Every link is in the description, so you will find everything there. So I select my sphere and alt click on this guy. And I need 0.5 maybe. I take this both here and move it up because I want it bigger too, so like this. But we see this works. So, and I want here some subdivisions, so I get nice edges with the subdivision surface. And yeah, this should work, but maybe it's a little too big. So okay, and I want both now bigger, so I take this sphere and go up with the radius. This maybe too far, so something like that. Put the spheres, Alt G, spheres, and put the spheres in things here. So normally everything should now be in the subdivision surface, and it is here. Here I forgot one thing, but we have it is parametric, so we can do it. Create caps, and now is it like I want it. Okay, but maybe 0.5 was okay. Yeah. Here we are. Okay, do NI for isopalm, so it looks nicer here. And the nice thing now is for an animation that this sphere here has the center point here down. So if you rotate it, it rotates exactly on the sphere. So this is exactly what we need for our animation later. Okay, save this, and the neck is done so far. Okay, let's make here this tail part. Let's look how we did it here. Yeah, it's the same like before, making this diagonal things, and yeah. Go out here of the subdivision surface, body, edge mode, KL for a loop cut somewhere here. Okay, MS, and one subdivision, and we had was it 11 or 12? 12? I think we had 12 here. Let's see. Yeah, 12 is okay. Point mode. 9 is for the live selection here, so I think this 3, then MM. Here again, MM. MS. Here no subdivisions, and here we can go a little bigger, something like this. Okay, so I delete now this guy here. Edge mode UL, T for scale, and I go again to this guy here. Control on your keyboard and scale it down a little bit. This is again for our hard edge. E for the move tool. Little bit, and again something like that. Then again a little bit. T for scale. I scale it just to the inside now. Something like that. And here I close the polygon. Now first I will make the y-axis to null. And now I close this polygon hole with MD on the keyboard. And make 2 cuts inside so that we have quads, so KK. But I am the safe side. I select it and restrict the selections on. Okay. don't want to cut through any other geometry. So, okay. Let's see how this looks in our subdivision surface. And it looks nice. Okay. Now let's make this tail, I would say. Here we are. Go up here with. Okay, this we can do. Up. Projects. So I don't need to close the polygon hole. Delete this again. UL. T for scale. And again here. Okay, so, and again a little bit. This is for my hard edge here. E. Control key, T for scale, make it like this so we don't have to bevel later on. If we do this with the hard edge now, E. Okay, let's see what we get. Good. And here inside the tail should come out, okay. If it's true. Let's make this tail. How did I do this? It doesn't matter how, just do it. Go to the sketch spline and just sketch something like, I don't know, so something like this. Easy. Oops, it is the wrong thing in my spline. Put it down here. I'm really bad with splines, I know this, but here we need it. Okay. Control A is to select everything in this. We can make our spline a little longer. Normally, let's see if this works. I think when I go to my spline, pen, and control drag or something like this. No. Let's see, no. It works somehow. Do I have this and then? Yes, okay, so I can work with this one, and I want to go inside. This, so something like that. Right click and soft interpolation. Okay. And here, of course, we want to play with the height too, so let's start with this one, and this is the highest point, I think. Drag it up. As I said, I'm really bad with this splines, but this is just for fun, this is nothing. nobody will blame us, I hope. If so, the people should do it better. So oops. So something like that. And now let's play a little with the tangents here. Here equal tangent line, yes, okay, and then I go in the move tool and go to my tangent and something like that. So here the same. So I do not really know if this is okay what I do here, but what chance. I just show you the way that you can do it then more exactly. Okay. Does not look so bad if you ask me. But nobody asks me. Let's see how it looks with sweep knobs. So, but I save it. I'm surprised that for me it's good. Okay, now what we need is a spline. Let's make this with yeah, we will use sweep knobs and subdivision surface. So with subdivision we can use an n-gon, so an n-side. Inside, I don't know, 5 will be too big too, but I want 8 sides and put it over my spline here. We want a sweep knob, so I would select my N side here, go to sweep knobs, Alt on the keyboard and click on it, and then with the spline under it here, we get something like this. Here we are perfect. Too far, so this is okay. It's ugly, but we can play with this spline and say, please be uniform. And okay, so we need more subdivisions. I want to see the wireframe here, so NH. Make more subdivisions here. Okay. This is too much. And now we need to select these guys here in between. What do we do here? We need no cap here. And sweep knobs, create single object. And I put this one now, a copy of this in the backup folder. So control drag it in the backup folder. And this I do make editable because I said create single object. Okay, we don't have caps, so we can press just C on the keyboard. And have to do nothing more. Now MD for close polygon hole, and I close this polygon hole. Then K for a cut, normal cut here, and we have quads. But I want to make something I for inner extrude. And this little out here, so tail. No, that's a nice tail. Okay. And now we have, I want to select every second row of this. How do I do this best? I want, yeah, UB for a ring selection and edge mode. So UB means, you see what it selects? It selects along this spline every edge, and I do it here every way around. So I just select these edges and not these ones. Okay. Then MS for bevel, and I bevel it somewhere like this. Here you see we have got some problems here. When we get these problems, I can go back and turn on here limit, and again so let's say something like this. Okay, and now I control click on polygon mode. Control click, and you see we have just selected every second of these guys. I'm sure we get problems here, so I deselect this and this. I don't need it here. Okay. Yeah, I should have done it here with less curve, but now I let it be so like this. And now D for extrusion, no caps, and extrude it out a little bit. Here the two subdivisions should be okay. Okay, I go back and deselect this here again. UL, I deselect here and here. I should have done this before I bevel. Know what I do. I make this later. So so I deselect, not select, deselect. Come on, I want to deselect you. What's wrong with you? No, I deleted everything, yeah? Of course. Okay, this went something wrong. So, why can't I deselect this one? Go inside here. It's crazy. But I want to deselect here too, because I see here we get problems. Here you should be careful when you do this, so that you don't get these problems here. Okay. What's happened when I now extrude? D for extrusion. Yeah, I don't want an extrusion here, but you know what? I go back. Back. Okay. and I should go back more far. So yeah, that's what you should do is, you see, I go back. Maybe you don't have the chance to go back so far. Now I have my sweep again. What you should do is go under Edit and Preferences. You have here Memory, and under Memory you have the Undo Depth. I gave it thousands. So I can be sure I can go back almost a year. No, but you know what I mean. And here, let's see what we can do here, because I do not really like it like this. This is everything okay. This is okay. But with this spline, I go down with this spline here. Something like that. Now I should have less problems with this bevel thing and everything. So I'm stupid. You see, I have the sweep in my backup folder, so it was not necessary to go back so far. Just delete this one and take this one from the backup. Okay. Yeah, as I said, it's hot in Vienna. Good. So I see this here with the single object. This is okay. No caps is okay. C on the keyboard. Tail. Okay. In subdivision surface, now we have here a nice subdivision surface too, and a nice smooth. Looks better than before. Here I do it after I did everything. So go to here now, and UB again for ring selection. So we learn it when we do it more often. So in the edge mode, of course. And select this, shift click, shift select, shift select, shift select, shift select, shift select, shift select. So, and now UL, and I don't want U. So that's nice, that's nice, that's nice. And maybe I don't want U. So MS for bevel, and now we bevel again. So make it something like this now. Okay. I forgot here. So back. Make the tail solo. Yeah. UL. Deselect U and yep. So MS, something like that. Then now control click on polygon mode, D for extrude, no caps, 2 subdivisions is okay. Up, so something like that. Okay. And go out of the polygon and let's see how this looks. Now it should look NI for the isopalms, and it looks perfect now. This is what we want. Maybe we should have made here one, but it's okay. If you want one more, so just go back and select one more. Could we do this? We could do this now too. UL, tail, edge mode, MS. We should have this from before. Okay. New transformation. But now it can we intersect then when we do this now. So let's make this a little smaller. Something like this. Then control click on polygon mode, D for the extrusion, not here, D for extrude, D, okay, and apply. This is what I thought it will do. Let's go down to 1 here maybe. Now we have 1 here. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, why not? Okay. And now let's close here our tail. So I don't need this. Okay. Point mode. UL. I don't need the points here, 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 and here. Delete them. MD for close polygon hole. I select my polygon here. K for cut. Normal cut. Then again I for inner extrude. And drag this out. But now we see the axis is not really okay here, so let's see if we can do this with the modeling axis to normal, and now we can drag it out. So, and we have a nice ending here. Okay, I am happy with this tail. Looks fun. Okay, and save it. So, what do we next? Let's make. Let's start with the head. Should be quite simple because the head is just a capsule, nothing more. So let's make, oops, let's go to the side view here and make a capsule. Okay, plus Z is okay. T for scale. You see, I do the most of this time I work. I eyeball it. It's just nothing else. Oops, this I hate. So, yeah, if you have this that you go in a side view or a top view and you lose your camera, with Control Shift Z you can go back, or Control Shift C, C or Z. I say Z. So, does this look like our original one? A little too long. I'll make it capsule radius 30 maybe. Okay. Ah, it's too big. 25 and not so long. 80. Oh, that's too short. 90. Oh, right. This could work. How big is it here? 50, 50, 90. Yeah, 50, 50, 90. This is okay. 50, 50, 90. Okay. Perfect. So, this Welt, the thing we do later too. And yeah, we could start with the nose, as I said, with this thing here. So for the nose, we need. Let's make a new file for the nose. and go in front view. We need a star with 7 points. Okay. And of course we don't need it as big. Let's say 15 inner and 20 outer should be okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay. And C for to convert this star. C on the keyboard. Go in point mode. Select all the points with Control A. Right click and chamfer. And chamfer up as far as you can. So, and we have the shape. Now, and let's extrude this guy. Okay, so far so good. And 5 is too less. 6, let's make 10. And of course we need here a rounding, so we go in the caps here. No cap, fillet cap. But I want it constrained and not so big. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is nice. So, and what I want is I go to my star and I want uniform here, but these are too many segments, so don't need too many. Half would be enough here. So, okay. Good. Oops, here in the caps tab, I want create single object. This, you have seen, as you see it, it melts together when you say single object. This is this and this is this. And now we can again just press on C and everything is fine. Don't need this. So this is the nose. Save it. No, I don't need to save it. Sure. Let's save this as nose. Okay, what I want next? The next thing is I want a round part here in the middle. And how can I do this the best? When I go here to select with 9 and select this polygon here. Come on here. So, and inner extrude, we will get a little problem. You see? So I want inner extrude, but just a little bit like this. And now I go in point mode, control click on point mode, so the points are selected. And what we do now is, we have here a script. This points to circle. You will find the script in the description. And just click on it. And you see it makes a circle out of it. Then I'm going to click T for scale and scale it up. So something like that. And now I have a nice thing. Now I can extrude inner again here. Extrude inner. Somewhere like here, and here we'll let something like this, and then for a logo or something else. And then again I extrude inner, so a little bit inner extrude. This is for a hard edge. Then control on the keyboard and drag it a little to the inside. Again, whoops. And this we can delete. Okay, now we have this here. And this is a nice thing, what we want. Then we are not ready with this. We put something in here, of course, too. So and now we have here something to do. This is a little too brown. No, it's okay. I make here an inner extrude too, so I for inner extrude, So far, so again a little, then again control, click on point mode and points to circle, T. Okay, I for inner extrude, and I just put this something like this, delete this one, so and then in UL, and I want to select this here, T, and control drag it a little bit to the inside, again for the hard edge, E for the move tool, a little, then again a little more, then again a little, T for again control drag it to the inside, more, little, E, little, and whoops. So that's okay. And here I want to make a cut, so a loop cut, KL or K in loop mode. Take this here, somewhere here. Polygon mode, UL, D for extrude, and be careful, no caps on. And extrude this out. Maybe a little too much. So. Okay. And now, oops, UL for here, here, and here. MS for bevel. And we know 0.2 is nice. And solid. And apply. Okay. This should be, oh no, this middle part here. But let's see how this looks in a subdivision surface. NI. So it looks perfect. It looks just perfect. Okay, maybe a little too deep here, but this we can change. Let's change it now. Right, I forget every time to set my camera here. I go to my nose here, point mode, null on the numpad, and select all of them here, and just drag it a little to the inside. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Let's make this thing for the middle here. For this, I go to my edge mode, UL, and you will guess it, I want this spline here. Zack. But I need this just to position then something. So edge to spline. And here I want something like a cylinder inside, but with a cylinder, you know, we have triangles as caps, and I don't want triangles as caps. So what I want is a cube, and make it for the subdivision surface. I'll make a new file to show you this, what I mean. So when we take a normal cylinder, you see we have these triangles on top, and this is not what I want. What I want is, I want not a cylinder, a cube. So let's say here 10, 50, 10. Oh, this is the 20. Okay, good. 15. Okay. And now, no. I make some segments. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Okay, and C. So here I use my edit optimize script, or you have to optimize after converting. because now we have caps. Edit, optimize, okay. Then UL in edge mode. Now here and come on. Here and here. MS for bevel in solid mode. Let's see how far. Something like that. Okay. And if we put this now in the subdivision surface, this is the wrong way. What did I do? I made something wrong. What did I do here? This should work. What made I wrong? What made I wrong? I forgot something. This should work. Maybe these are too many subdivisions, but normally not. Huh. Interesting. That doesn't matter. Other way. New file. We can do it. We can do it with a cylinder. Just no caps on the cylinder. 8 guys here. And this is again okay. We will do it like this. Why I wanted with a cube? Something is wrong today with me. So okay, cylinder and a smaller cylinder, of course. Something like that. NH for to see the wireframe. And as I said, I don't need caps. And I want just 8 subdivisions here. And plus Z should be okay, good. And okay, here I don't have to use the spline. Normally I want to do reset PSR to the spline, but here is everything centered, so we don't need the spline. So T for scale. Let's get it in here. And what I want now here is convert it with C, MD for a closed polygon hole, and here we can simply select this polygon here, inner extrude it a little bit, somewhere like here, and then K, and make these 2 cuts for 2 quads, and that's it. And make a cut KL for a loop cut, or K in loop mode. Make one somewhere here and somewhere here. And now E and put it inside here. Okay, we don't need this spline. The cylinder and noise in one Alt G in one null object. So, and now of course NI, and the cylinder has to be a little bigger. So T for scale, and I want just to scale in these 2 axes, Y and X. So this is now what I want. Why I wanted it in cube? What's wrong with me? You know it, the age and the heat and whatever. Okay. Maybe here a little. Let's drag this a little out here. So, oops. Okay, this is our nose now. Should be a nice nose. NN, nice nose. Okay. So, nose. Subdivision we have in our other. Save this. Copy and go back to our part 2. Control V. And somewhere has to be our nose. Okay. This is our head. Oh, we don't need it in the subdivision surface. The nose, let's see the nose, reset piece R to the head. So it should be exactly in the middle here. Then here, nose, let's go and here. Oh, we can do nothing because it's a null object, doesn't matter. T for scale. Scale it down until we'll see. This is nice. This is no, this is okay, I think. Okay. We have our nose. Save it. Our nose looks better than this one here. At least I think so. But thanks anyway to this guy who made these models, because they help. If they are far away or something else, it's no problem. And if you render them, they look okay. So, but we want to learn how to model, so it's good to model our own things. So out of this, so next thing would be the beams to the eyes. We have again 1 hour. So let's go to well, the beams are not really hard to do. I make the beams now, and these things in between, so this veiled and everything, as I said, this we will make, I think, with the texture part then. Because here we have something to do. Is that it looks easier, or it looks less work than it is, because then we have to animate this head, and we have to make the espresso for the wheels, and so we have to do it. And the wheels itself are nice to model too. So let's continue with the beams. Why not? So the beams, you see that this is nothing great. This is just 2 hemispheres. So one hemisphere we will work here with a symmetry object, and this is nothing else. Don't know how I did this. I think this is the cap of a oil container. So how is it called? Oil tank. Yeah, something. Yeah, oil tank. Okay. Yeah, let's make it. So we need a hemisphere. The best for it is a sphere. What a surprise. Whoops. Oh, let's select this. Save this whole thing and go make this sphere solo. And H to see the so here I need this done. Hemisphere I said. R for the rotation. So, okay. Nice. But we have seen this was much too big, so let's think 20 should be okay here. Oh, let's see if it's okay. So solo back. I think it's too small, huh? Oh no. Oh, 20 is nice. It's okay, 20, I think, yeah. So let's do it with 20. And make it again solo. Or let's make this sphere, copy it and delete it from this and make a new file with it. This is easier, I think. So, and we save it under eyes. So then we want a little thickness for this. First I hit C on the keyboard. Yeah, I like it with. We could use less segments, but it's okay. So C, and then select all the polygons. D for extrusion. I need caps. I need 2 segments or even 3, and down here. So okay, this is the first part, and here now we need nothing more than 1.5 maybe. Then glass in between. 1 was okay. How does it look in the original? 1.5 is okay. And I have seen I made this in the original file with bevel, so let's make it here with bevel too. Okay, so let's bevel this UL here and here. MS for bevel, but I want a solid bevel. This we did not use in the original one. I think it's a little bigger maybe. This is too big. This, okay. So then we need this. No, I said I wanted oil tank. I want oil tank. You see here we have this nice shape. So I don't need height segments. Oops, because I just need the top one here. So C in the keyboard. We don't need to weld or something else because we delete every other thing. So null for the rectangle selection and delete. So this is the only part we need. R to rotate 90 degrees, and we have seen the axis. We need to center the axis here. I think center the axis. T for scale it down a little bit and put it under the sphere and reset PSR. Okay, so far so good. R for rotation. Okay. Okay. And now we need here some more segments. This is what I forgot, but this is no problem. We will again use UB for a ring selection and select just the rings here. Here rings. Why not? And I want to make some to cut segments inside. So now I don't use MM because MM gives me just one, just a half, and I want more segments. So MF for edge cut, And here I can say I want 2 subdivisions, no n-gons, and apply. Now I get this. Okay, and now I have to select something also, but what else do it? So UL and in polygon mode. But first I want thickness, so I select every polygon and D for scale, D for extrude, sorry, and extrude it down with 2. This is just to get a better look later with transparency, that we have some thickness. Okay, that's okay. So, and now UL, and I select every second row here. Oops, back. So until here, this is okay. And now D for extrude again, and extrude it out. Other direction, so out, I said. Okay. See. Looks good. Maybe 1 subdivision is enough here. We will see if it's enough. It is enough, but maybe too high. Okay, let's go back. D again. And when an offset from okay. Let's make 0.3. 0.35. And yeah, maybe no segments. No segments is nothing. Then we have just waves. This is nothing. Okay, this should work. Let's see. Yeah, this works. Okay. Oil tank and here in one thing, and you have a nice beam here. Okay, maybe. See, we don't come through, so it's okay. It looks from far. It looks as it would come through, but it don't. You see. If it comes through, just hit T and scale it down. So, okay. Aye. Save it here and copy. Go back to our part 2 and we have it here. So let's close here some projects. Okay, no, yes, okay. So our eye, whoop, in eye for the isopalms, it looks nicer. So what we want, it's a symmetry object here, of course. So I go to my eye and take a symmetry object. But I need a symmetry object exactly here. It is okay. We are on the on the correct axis. We are on the Z axis, so this symmetry object should work. I alt click on symmetry with the eye selected and wait what's going on. So I have to oops. Perfect. Just perfect. Save it. As I said, these things in between we make a little later. I want to make just the big things first, and then we make this whole details. Because it looks nice when we have something here, and then it makes more fun to work then on the details, as we have just one thing, and at least it's my way. But okay, what's next? Save it. Next would be the ears. The ears we should make. Right. Yeah, these screws we make of course too, but this is nothing to do, you know. We use the screw generator and just position the screws somewhere. So this is nothing. This belt here is the same way like here, but we do it then. But now let's make the ears there. Yeah, how do we do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 8 to 14. Now let's see. We need, of course, a rectangle. Oh, let's again make a new file. This is the easiest way, I think. And yeah, I'm going to top view and make it in top view. Plane and H here, so I set 8 and 14. Yeah, we have already some quads, quads like, so this should be okay. C to convert it. Boing. Point mode. And we want all points. UL. Boing boing. And we control. So we subtract this selection. Now MS. Null subdivision is okay. This is okay. This is okay. This is okay. One subdivision. Not null subdivisions. One and the depth in the other way, under the other direction. Okay, it's fine so far. Let's make it to 12 here. Okay, now we want to delete the holes. So we don't want to delete the holes, but we want to delete the polygons so that we get holes. Yeah. Let's see. I forgot it. Maybe MS. This should work here too. So. Or MS is still here. We had 12. 12. Apply. I forgot it now. UL. So MS. Apply. And now shift click on the polygon mode. No, this doesn't work. Why does this not work? It doesn't matter. UL back. I wanted, but I wanted UL. It's not so. I wanted without them. So I wanted. This is and now just UI to invert it and delete and optimize, because we have now some unused points here in the middle. We don't need them. So optimize. So or right click optimize here. Good. This is our ear. Now let's let's bend it a little bit. Of course we need a bend deformer. Select the plane, and here's the bend deformer. A shift click on it so it becomes a child of the plane. and it has exactly the size of the plane, but I want it here a little higher, and I never know how this bentiformer works, so in which direction and whatever. So I just have a look. Okay, now whoops, so okay. Every time I need some time to work with the bentiformer. Here I think I don't have to explain something to see what I do. Just bend it a little bit around here, so, whoops, so something like that. Maybe bigger here, smaller. Something like that. Then I copy the bentiformer here and drag it to somewhere like here and bend it in the other direction. Minus whatever. And you see, here we get it out in the first bend, the second bend. Make this bigger here, so it looks something like that. Okay, looks good so far for me. Rotate it a little bit, but with this we can play later. I don't convert this, so we have time to play. So, but we need thickness on it, of course. And what I see here, I don't want that the holes are so stretched. This is no problem. Select both of the bentiformer and here keep y-axis length. So, and now let's make this thicker. And we can use this plugin. Alt click on it. This is far too thick. And I want some segments. And you see, whoops, we'll have no caps, we need caps. Okay. And if we put this whole thing now in the subdivision surface, it should look okay. This doesn't matter for me because this would be in real world too, I think. But we can do something with it. But let's see. Yeah, that's not really nice. Let's see what we can do here. We can give this whole thing more subdivisions. Deactivate the bends. Edge mode. And UB for the ring selection. 1, 2, and now our famous MM comes in. MM. Okay, and the same we do here. Ring selection. Ring, MM. And we have more segments, and now it should look nicer. And it does. Not really too nice, but it's nicer. Here we have some problems. Why is this? This shouldn't be. This shouldn't be. I try if this is the generator or. The generator looks okay for me so far. I know what we can do. Of course. So no. So I have to go Do I have to go back? No, I don't have to go back. What we do is, you know from the tutorial before about the n-gons here. I showed you with the n-gon lines. When we put into n-gon lines, we have here everywhere n-gons, and this, if this would be cuts, we would have nice quads everywhere, and exactly this we do now. Let's just right click and here remove n-gons, and this makes us these cuts here, and now we shouldn't have this problem anymore. You see, now everything is nice. Okay. And so it looks nice. We have a nice mesh here. Everything works fine. And we have a ear. Ear. Okay. So I don't have to save this. I copy it and the part 2, and here is our ear. Maybe a little too big. I'm not sure, but this is no problem. T for scale. I hope it scales the bands with it. Of course it does. Because we have to make the here the extrusion smaller. So let's give this in a I wonder if I put a symmetry object in here, if the works for both. Works with the symmetry object. No, I don't put the symmetry object over it. Ear in the you are the eyes. Yes, so Alt click on symmetry. You are the ears. Yeah, the ears. And E for one ear. Rotate it a little bit. If this is not fun, I don't know what is fun. This is a little. Okay. They're a little too big at the moment. T for scale. Okay. Okay, that's our ears. Save it. This looks so great, this guy. And now we need this belt on here. On the, don't know the name for it. but let's see. This is the nose. We named it nose. But now nose cylinder. Oh, this is this cylinder. This is only the nose. Head. We named it head. Yeah, of course. But now we have to in H we have to make it editable. So C on the keyboard to make it editable. And now UL. No, first we need UL in polygon mode. And make this here and here. Then is UP, we split it. UP. This is the belt head. Okay, save it. Then UL in point mode. Oh no, I want to do it like I did before. So I made here, so UL in edge mode. I made here another cut in between the edges. We did this with again, so. But first, back, we need this UL. We need this selection. So set selection. We have the selection deck here now. And now we go to here, and now double click the selection tag and we have point selected we need. Now I go to MS. One subdivision in the other direction. Okay. Good so far. And now we need UL for loop selection here and here. UI to invert the selection, and we delete the polygons to have holes, and optimize. But this is a little too broad for me, so I go to UL. And here be careful, if you want to move this edge, don't move it, slide it. If you slide it, it slides along the edges, and if you move it, it stays on its position. So here is the slide tool, MO is the slide tool, and if you slide it now, it slides along the edges. And if you don't do this, go back and just move tool and move it down, you see it loses the position. So we need the slide tool, MO, and now we can slide it to here. And the other side again, double click the other side, so we have the ring selection, which not every time work. So we have the offset from this side here, so new transformation does not work. Okay, nice. Enter does not work too, so good. So I make it something went wrong, so here, then here. Why does it not go in this direction? That's crazy. I select both. Wait, what's then? Not with me. Okay. Good. And now again, so belt head, I make a solo, that you see better. again we make this trick with the end guns. Remove end guns. Now we have here end guns. And we have again now not really a round but better, but not really round belt. So if you want it exactly round, so do it like in the first tutorial with the shrink wrap. So as I showed you in the first tutorial, but I think here it's not so necessary because we used here more segments. So yeah, put it in extrude. 0.3, 1, 2, give it caps and be happy. Belt head. Maybe less segments, smoother, yeah, much better. Okay. And an eye for a better view. And render this and let's see. Nice, 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 nice. I think again this will be better than the original one after we are ready. But we have to do a lot. We have to do the wheels and the wheels are not easy, and the espresso. Ooh. So let's see what we do now. Maybe we have to make the wheels in the next tutorial. I really try to make it as fast as possible, but every time I have to do something, and tomorrow is my father's birthday, so this is nothing again, and my father's birthday, this means the Friday is dead. Yeah, but I try as fast as possible to bring the next part out. And the next part will be that then the animation, the wheels, the correct rolling of the wheels, so that this is so that it looks good, because it is you can't make a path, let's say 10 centimeter, and but in this 10 centimeter the wheel rolls 20 times. This is too much. So it have to fit exactly. Okay, I think we are done for the second part, and yeah, over 100 minutes. You see, it needs some time. Of course, in a tutorial it needs a little longer because I explain everything, and you see, I have to go back sometimes too and think about another way, and mostly I do the tutorials when I recreate something. Mostly I do the tutorials different, so with a new technique, with another technique, because I learn in between too. So I never stop to learn too. So, and of course, when I learn something new, I want to bring it in the tutorial so that you see it too. So yeah, okay, let's say we are ready for this part. This was part 2, and I hope you liked it. And yeah, the next part will be not that complicated. This is just this one expressor part, but you don't have to do this expressor if you don't want, because I give you the whole files and everything. So you normally have to do nothing. So just take this rig and it works. And I made meanwhile just a small rig to make this welding. So I will show you one time how to make this weld, and then give you my rig, and you can do it. Just you need the spline and everything else you can do by Expressor and just with user data. So I know that people are lazy like me. Oh, sorry if you are not, but but I think mostly that people are not very different like me, so they like to be lazy because why not? Okay, so I wish you a nice day, and I hope you had fun with this part of this tutorial. And next part will be interesting for sure, and maybe I think it should go that we can finish with the third part, so that we can do the texturing too. Maybe I have to do two texture parts, so to start with the physical render and then and make then an extra part again for the Octane render. But we will see how far we are in the next tutorial, and then we will see what we get. Yeah, that's it for today, and have a nice day. Hope you liked it. You will find every link in the description. You will find there a link to my Patreon page too if you want to support me, or a donation link if you want to support me. You will find yeah, everything you need. Yeah. And if you have questions, please ask. Write it in the comments, write me on the Facebook, or write me on my website. I try to answer as fast as possible, and you can believe me. I help where I can, so that's for sure. Okay, so have a nice day, und tschüss, und baba, und bye bye, und you know, tschüss, baba.